Modern Hollywood pitch meeting. Let's replace the guy roles with women. We're good, right? Hey everyone, it's Movie Lover 120 here, and it's that time of year again. To kick-starting a new movie review season, we are into the year 2022. And how do we start it? Well, we start it with bad releases, because this is the month of January. All the blockbusters are gone, cinema dies this month, everyone is going back to work, or going back to school, or just their break is over. There's nothing to see because everyone's busy catching up on their work schedules or their school schedules after 2 weeks of absence. But yeah, we're on to the death month of movies. So I'm here with the movie rant, and this movie rant is going to be for the first movie to come out of 2022. It's a new release, and that is the 355. A film that I was kind of hoping would be kind of good. But let's say the plot of the movie. When a top secret weapon falls into mercenary hands, wildcard CIA agent Mason Mace Brown will need to join forces with rival badass German agent Marie, former MI6 ally and cutting-edge computer specialist Kyle Jia, and skilled Colombian psychologist Grace Celia on a lethal breakneck mission to retrieve it, while also staying one step ahead of a mysterious woman, Lin Mi-sheng, who is tracking their every move. As the action rockets around the globe from the cafes of Paris to the markets of Morocco to the wealth and glamour of Shanghai, the quartet of women will forge a tenuous loyalty that could protect the world or get them killed. Yep. There's your plot. Now I will admit, when I saw who the cast members were, I had some hopes for this movie. I mean, Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Lupita Nyong'o, Sebastian Stan, and Sarah. That alone made me interested in checking this movie out. But then I saw it was going to be a January release, and that made me worried. But that wasn't the only worry I had. No. It's also from the director of the worst X-Men movie of all time, Dark Phoenix. However, at least with Dark Phoenix, that guy, the director himself, at least admitted the movie sucked. He admitted his failure. So I would have hoped maybe this next movie he would have learned his lesson from that film and improved his directing skills for this feature. Well, is this movie an improvement? Well, minorly it is. But is it a good movie? No! It is not at all. This movie was like every fucking January released movie. It sucked. Period. Now let's get on with the review. Like, for starters, it's literally a spy movie with women. Underrepresented groups in cinema need their stories told. Their original stories, not replace X group with Y group stories. It's the same plots, just with different genders and ethnicities. This hasn't worked and will continue to not work. So this was just such a bland movie with some pretty bad acting, and even Sebastian Stan's and Lupita Nyong'o's acting seems much less than what they're actually capable of. Like, especially when knowing Sebastian Stan plays Bucky in the MCU, and Lupita Nyong'o has also actually also starred in Black Panther and starred in several other critically acclaimed movies like 12 Years a Slave, or an Oscar-worthy performance in 12 Years a Slave, or even starred in Us, or has starred in plenty of better movies than this. And I always thought Diane Kruger was just more of this average actress, and it still shows here. I mean, she was fine or okay in the National Treasure movies, but I just don't think she's that great of an actress. She's not my thing. I've seen several spy movies are acted out better. And let's not forget, like, this actress named Fan Bingbing barely filmed for this movie at all because she wasn't allowed to leave her country due to her tax scandal. So her stunt double basically does 80% of the heavy lifting. And speaking of stunt doubles, apparently in interviews that I have not watched, Diane Kruger has said to have did her own stunts, and that doesn't even seem like she's even doing her own stunts in this movie. The camera work is just so bad, they can tell every time it's a stunt doubles doing their work, especially during the motorcycle scenes, or scenes on the motorcycle, basically. They did almost every single thing they did, killed this whole movie. Just like from a shallow story, to a slow pace, to bad directing, flat dialogue, strong cameraman, music video like editing, yeah, because the camera, like most bad action movies, is always like the camera, like the director is drunk. And when the end credits roll, it feels like some error screen on so many shots of so many places. It just feels like those, like as if your DVD player is glitching in the end credits. And I even thought that when I was about to leave the theater. I thought the screen broke. Yeah. The cameraman's work is just crazy. There might be a single actress in the frame, but she will be slightly out of focus. There's even some extreme close-ups and choppy editing fight scenes that make them unwatchable. It feels like the movie was just shot for an anamorphic frame. It is shown because the framing is very weird. There's a lot of sliced heads, and yes, the J Drunk Man camera is in its glory. For the female badass agents movie, for a female badass agents movie, the body double substitute is very noticeable in every scene, highlighted with the edits when the actress is replaced with a double, which doesn't help to sell the realism at all. And like none of the characters I even enjoyed. All the characters were just dull. Their motives were generic. Their backstories were generic. Them having families or loved ones is generic in like every spy movie. The story was just basic and weak. It was so unoriginal. There's nothing original about this stupid piece of shit. The twists and turns are predictable. Like, even have like every villain twist in every spy movie. One of the characters is evil. And you want to know what that character is? Yeah, it's Sebastian Stan's character. Apparently Sebastian Stan's character is the bad guy of the whole film. He was the whole mastermind behind the whole plot. God, it does that stupid twist. The acting even feels completely phoned in. I've seen these actresses in other movies like Jessica Chastain or Lupita Nyong'o, where they're giving better performances. This movie is not one of them. The cinematography is meh. The sound score is meh. And the story is meh. That's pretty much it. So my suggestion, do not waste your time with this movie. If you want to go to a theater so bad in January out of boredom, please just wait for Scream to come out next week, or hell, maybe go watch either Sing 2 or even watch Spider-Man No Way Home for the 5th or 6th time if you've already seen it more than once. Which most of you have probably already seen it more than once, so I've already seen that 3 times, but anyways. Oh wait. Actually, that is depending. if the movie theaters in your area have not closed down due to a certain variant we do not mention on this channel. Anyways, that's it for my rant of the 355, and here's how I am gonna rank it. I am going to give 355 a 3.5 out of 10. Well, and that's it for... That covers the first movie of 2022. Hopefully, well, at least we have Scream next week. Well, let's just pray to God that at least turns out to be better than I'm hoping. Because it just seems like another Halloween 2018 cash-in. And it doesn't feel right without Wes Craven. Sadly. May he rest in peace. But speaking of Scream, guys, I'll actually be finishing off the Alien reviews so I can review the Scream sequels, because I reviewed the first one back in October. So yeah, you could be reviewing the sequels to prep for the new one. That's coming out this upcoming week. But until then, that will be it for this video. Thank y'all for watching, and if you like this, want to see more, then don't forget to like, subscribe to Movie Lover 120.